Have you ever heard of someone perfectly healthy one day, then suddenly struck by a heart attack the next? Often, the silent culprit behind such tragedies is high cholesterol. And here's the shocking part: many people over 50 walk around with dangerous cholesterol levels without even knowing it. Cholesterol itself isn't the enemy, it's actually vital for hormones, cell membranes, and vitamin D production. The real danger comes from an excess of LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol, that clogs your arteries like sludge in a drain. According to the American Heart Association, more than 94 million adults in the US have borderline or high cholesterol. And the risk spikes dramatically once you pass age 50. So, why does age matter? After 50, your liver becomes less efficient at clearing cholesterol, your metabolism slows, and hormonal changes, like declining estrogen in women or testosterone in men, make it easier for LDL to build up. Dr. Stephen Nissen, a cardiologist at the Cleveland Clinic, warns, cholesterol is like rust in your pipes. You don't see the damage until it's too late. That's why prevention and natural management become crucial. But here's the hopeful news: research shows that simple lifestyle changes can dramatically lower bad cholesterol, sometimes as effectively as medication. And unlike drugs, these methods also boost your energy, digestion, and long-term vitality. Over the next 40 minutes, we'll explore the most powerful, science-backed natural strategies to reduce bad cholesterol after 50. By the end, you'll have a clear, step-by-step plan to protect your heart without relying solely on pills. So, let's begin with the first crucial step: understanding your numbers. Because if you don't test, you won't know. The goal is to keep LDL under 100 mg per deciliter while raising HDL, the good cholesterol, above 40 mg per deciliter in men and 50 mg per deciliter in women. Here's the kicker: many people with high LDL feel perfectly fine. No pain, no warning signs. That's why cholesterol is often called the silent killer. But the danger is real. Studies in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology confirm that elevated LDL is one of the strongest predictors of heart attack and stroke. Ignoring it is like driving with a time bomb in your chest. Before we even dive into food and lifestyle, the first action step is clear: get your cholesterol tested. Once you know your baseline, you can track progress and celebrate small victories along the way. Now that you understand the hidden risks, let's talk about your most powerful weapon against bad cholesterol: your diet. What you put on your plate every day can either clog your arteries or clean them. According to Harvard Medical School, just by adjusting your diet, you can lower LDL cholesterol by up to 20 to 30%, sometimes enough to avoid medication altogether. So, what foods are your friends? The number one group is soluble fiber-rich foods, like oats, barley, beans, lentils, apples, and pears. These fibers bind cholesterol in the gut and flush it out before it can enter your bloodstream. In fact, the National Lipid Association notes that eating 5 to 10 grams of soluble fiber per day can reduce LDL by about 5%. That's as simple as one bowl of oatmeal plus an apple. Another hero food is fatty fish, like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which lower triglycerides and protect your arteries from inflammation. And don't forget nuts, almonds, walnuts, pistachios. A meta-analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that eating a handful of nuts daily lowered LDL by 7 to 10%. But here's where most people slip: hidden saturated fats. Even small daily doses, from processed meats, butter, cheese, or pastries, can skyrocket LDL levels. The American Heart Association recommends keeping saturated fats under 7% of daily calories. For most adults, that's about 13 grams per day, roughly the fat in just one cheeseburger. Even more dangerous are trans fats, often hidden in fried foods, margarine, and packaged snacks. The World Health Organization warns they not only raise LDL but also lower HDL, creating a double hit to your heart. The good news: many countries are banning industrial trans fats. But you still need to read labels carefully for words like partially hydrogenated oils. Now let's talk about oils. Replacing butter with healthy oils like olive oil or avocado oil can significantly improve your cholesterol profile. These are rich in monounsaturated fats that raise good HDL and lower bad LDL. One fascinating study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that people following a Mediterranean diet, rich in vegetables, olive oil, nuts, and fish, reduced their risk of heart disease by 30%. Another cholesterol-busting trick is plant sterols and stanols, natural compounds in foods like fortified yogurt, seeds, and whole grains. Studies show they can lower LDL by up to 10% when consumed regularly. So here's your Step 1 action plan. Add a bowl of oats and fruit for breakfast. Replace red meat with salmon twice a week. Snack on a handful of nuts. Use olive oil instead of butter. If you do this consistently, you'll start to notice changes in your cholesterol numbers within just 6 to 8 weeks. And the best part, you'll feel more energized, lighter, and clearer-headed. Diet is powerful, but without movement, your cholesterol battle is only half won. Exercise is like a natural prescription for your arteries, free, safe, and incredibly effective. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that regular physical activity raises good HDL and helps clear bad LDL from your bloodstream. Just 30 minutes a day can make a measurable difference. Let's start with the simplest option, walking. For adults over 50, brisk walking for 30 to 45 minutes, 5 days a week, can lower LDL by up to 10%. If walking feels too easy, try cycling or swimming. Both are joint-friendly and excellent for cardiovascular health. Strength training also matters. Lifting light weights or using resistance bands 2 to 3 times a week builds muscle, which helps your body burn fat more efficiently and regulate cholesterol. Consistency is the key. One study in arteriosclerosis, thrombosis, and vascular biology found that people who exercised regularly had 21% lower LDL than those who were sedentary. Beyond exercise, everyday habits matter too. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Do light gardening. Dance in your living room. Every move adds up. Now let's talk about one of the biggest lifestyle enemies of cholesterol, smoking. Even occasional smoking lowers HDL and damages arteries. Quitting smoking can improve HDL within weeks. Alcohol is another tricky factor. A small glass of red wine occasionally may help raise HDL, thanks to antioxidants like resveratrol. But overdrinking raises triglycerides and worsens LDL. Sleep plays a hidden but powerful role. Studies show that people who consistently sleep less than 6 hours a night have higher LDL and triglycerides. On the flip side, quality sleep of 7 to 8 hours helps your liver regulate fat metabolism, preventing cholesterol buildup. Stress is another silent driver of cholesterol imbalance. When cortisol levels spike, your body produces more LDL and triglycerides. That's why practices like yoga, tai chi, or meditation are more than relaxation, they are cholesterol-lowering tools. A Journal of Alternative Medicine review found that yoga reduced LDL by up to 12%. Here's a simple stress fix: 5 minutes of deep breathing every morning and evening. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. It calms your nervous system and lowers cortisol. Hydration is often overlooked. Drinking enough water helps your blood stay fluid, reducing the risk of cholesterol deposits sticking to arterial walls. So your Step 2 action plan is, walk daily or choose another cardio activity. Add light strength training twice a week. Quit smoking, limit alcohol. Sleep 7 to 8 hours. Manage stress with mindfulness. When combined with the right diet, these habits create a powerful synergy. They don't just lower LDL, they make you stronger, more energetic, and sharper after 50. Now, let's tie this all together with your final action steps. Number 1. Review your current eating habits and replace just one processed food with a whole, natural option. Number 2. Commit to at least 20 minutes of enjoyable movement daily. It doesn't have to be intense. Walking, dancing, or stretching all count. Number 3. Master stress before it masters you. Practice deep breathing, meditation, or simply quiet time in nature. And number 4, check in with your doctor regularly. Use natural habits alongside professional guidance for the safest results. If you do these consistently, you won't just lower your cholesterol, you'll rewrite your future. So, I'll ask you this, do you want to live the rest of your years on medication, or do you want to thrive naturally, with vitality and freedom? The choice is yours, and every small step you take matters more than you realize. If you found today's video helpful, subscribe to our channel. We share natural health tips, remedies, and science-backed strategies to keep you strong after 50 and 60. And don't forget to share this video with someone you love. Your encouragement might inspire them to change their health for the better. Stay with us, because in upcoming episodes we'll reveal even more natural secrets for brain health, joint strength, and graceful aging. Remember, your heart is the engine of your life. Protect it, fuel it well, and it will carry you further than you ever thought possible. Your health story is not finished, it's just beginning. Thank you for watching. Take action today, and let your best years be the ones still ahead of you. See you in the next video.